Okay, guys, I wanted to talk about what we all term awakening. Um, when you have a paradigm shift, a belief shift that changes your entire life. Anybody who's watching this knows exactly what I'm talking about. For me personally, I guess I've always been awake spiritually. I have studied many religions, read many ancient books, including the Sumerian tablets and Emerald tablets. Um, for me, it started a little bit differently. Like I said, I've always been interested in that kind of stuff. But I wasn't aware or awake in regards to what exactly was happening on this planet. Um, I had no idea going back in around 9/11. I had no idea, say, about vaccines or GMOs. Um, had no idea how the government actually worked, and there was an actual shadow government at play. I have always been interested in conspiracy theories and researching them because a lot of them do have facts, and I found that what they like to do is take truth and hide it between lies. So for every conspiracy theory, there is truth and lies. And that's the thing that kind of screws us over, is trying to decipher which is which. We know something's not right. That's what we know. So back to my awakening. Um, I'm a mother of three girls. And it wasn't until I had my first child that I started to kind of question ingredients, mainly baby products. And then I had my second one, and I started researching even more what I was bathing them in. Johnson and Johnson products, actually. If you read the ingredients list, it's frightening. So that initially, being a mom, I think propelled me to awaken more. I looked at everything after I found out that, what I was bathing my children in was basically a cesspool of chemicals. I started questioning, well, okay, what's actually in their medicine? What's actually in these vaccines? Well, where do these products come from? Who's making them? Also, what's in their food? And it just the universe has these little breadcrumbs that they leave you. To somebody who's awake, you can see it clearly, and it was like a connect the dot for me. And it just started from that initial looking up the ingredients on Johnson and Johnson baby products that led me to my awakening. I was awake spiritually, but I wasn't awake as a human being. I didn't grasp what the elites were, the Illuminati, all of these different occult fractions. I had no idea. And to be honest with you, when somebody would talk about that kind of stuff, I just kind of brushed it off my shoulder. I didn't really know what to think. And it wasn't until I connected the dots where I was like, wow, there is actually a bigger picture being played here that not a lot of people get. So after, all of the vaccine research, the GMO research led me to chemtrails and the patents on geoengineering. And it's just, it's been one crazy ride, to be honest with you. The more you awake, the more you project other awake people into your lives. I remember 8 years ago when I started on Facebook, I had absolutely nobody awake. Nobody knew anything, let alone question 9/11, which is one of the easiest conspiracy theories to just to tear apart. Um, the public, what they say to the public and what happened is just totally different stories, two different stories, and it's so ridiculous. So anyways, I have seen in this past 8 years, just using Facebook for an example, the biggest social networking site, these people that are awakening, they're slowly coming around. And they're on all kinds of different levels of awakening, which I believe there are different levels. I'm a different type of awakened person than I was like 5 years ago. I wasn't asleep 5 years ago, but I guess it's knowledge. And with meditation, I've been able to unlock a lot more, and it keeps coming. When you know you're on the right path, the universe shows you, God, whatever you want to label it, it shows you that. Some people woke up from 9/11. Some people are like me and they kind of turned into a crunchy mom by accident. Some people had a vaccine injured child, and that started, the snowball process. Some people have actually seen the dark side to the music industry, and that woke them up. There's so many different stages and different ways to wake up. And I hate when people, I guess, try to put a label on it, because in reality, in actual fact, we're all awake. There's absolutely no difference to us. Just because I remember some of my other lives and some people don't, that doesn't make me better and doesn't make me more special either. You have that power. Everybody has that power. And if you believe in Jesus or Horus or any, deity, they would all tell you the exact same thing, is that there is absolutely no difference between you and Jesus and Horus and anybody. We're all the same. We're on the exact same path. We're at just different levels of processing, different levels of understanding. So when people say that you're not awake, don't take that as an insult. Take that as they don't see the big picture. We're all awake. We're just in different processes of awakening. I shared with you a little bit of mine, and how silly that it started from Johnson & Johnson products. And it's just snowballed from there. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys, was just how I started waking up humanly. I'm not talking about how I saw auras. I'm just saying how I figured out that there are powers at play here that I don't even think I understand right now, and maybe I won't understand. There's a plan. Doesn't mean that it's a fixed plan. We're not alone. And when I say that, I don't mean, of course, we're not alone in the universe. When I say we're not alone, I mean we're not alone in this. We have a lot of lessons to learn as a species, as a collective species. But we have our universe brothers and sisters here. They are here. They have a hand in this too. They've been where we are, and especially the Pleiadians, not so long ago, that's for sure. So it's funny, because as I'm talking about connecting the dots, and I'm also seeing myself connect the dots too, from Lyra to that huge war there, to the Pleiades and Andromeda, and it's followed, back to Earth, and Earth is like this epic center of all of these frequencies and energies all coming together to play out this learning experience, this kind of game, if you will. And it's all really up to us. We can do this, guys. There are more there are more beings like us than them in regards to people who are controlling this planet. um, we outnumber them, and that's why they have to drug us so much, give us, fluoride, give us pharmaceutical, synthetic chemicals that give us cancer. They have to put out food-like products instead of real food. They have to keep us so damn sick and distracted that we won't figure it out. That's how far they have to go. They have to attack us at every single level because they know not only are we powerful, but there's more of us here now on this planet. You all, whether or not you remember this, you all chose to be here. Free will exists in this universe. It does. So if you think that, you hate your life and you want to go and, you hate your parents for bringing you onto this planet, you know what? Sorry, darling, but you chose to be here. And it's time to remember, really, it's time to remember how great we are, how great we all are, especially when we come together. And that's what is so needed on this planet. We need to take back this power and remember that I am you and you are me. And that is not to say that these people that have caused so much chaos, that's not to say that they shouldn't be held accountable. But don't think that they need to be killed is what I'm saying, because real forgiveness, that's magic. When you hold on to anger and resentment, you're not hurting the other person. You are hurting yourself. It's a very liberating thing to forgive another person. So I know I've totally gone off topic, and I wanted to talk to you guys about awakening, and feel free to, I guess, comment on how you woke up. I'm just curious because I've heard many different stories, and I think it's really cool that we're on the same path, but we take little side roads and little different areas to wake up. And I think it's really cool, and I like to hear stories. So feel free to follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook. It's Stacey Galaxy, STAYSEA, and Galaxy, of course. Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, and namaste. Even though I don't know you, I feel your energy every day, and that's how I know for sure that we're gonna be okay, guys. We got this.